Hey guys, welcome back to another how-to. We have a very simple install and a modification that I'm making to our Kodiak, and something that I have been wanting to do is to increase the capacity of our LP tanks, our liquid propane. So the propane tanks that we use for just about any RV is gonna operate your refrigerator if your fridge is designed for running on LP, also the hot water heater, and in the gas furnace. So our trip that we're getting ready to take, we're actually going to have a few dry camps coming up. So I was wanting to kind of increase the capacity of how much propane that we had on board. So what I have done is that we have invested in two brand new 30-pound propane tanks. So the 20, Ooh. Yeah, look at that shiny new tank there. I love it. So this is the original tank right here. This is a 20-pounder. This is the most common size that you'll see on RVs, same size that you use for barbecue grills. So with going with the two 30-pound tanks instead of the two 20-pound tanks, we're essentially having 3 of these on board now. So we've got 60 pounds of liquid propane. So a real easy modification. The only thing that I had to do to make this modification is replace this piece of 1/2-inch all thread, which is going to be used for the clamp. You have a clamp bar that slides down over it like this, hooks into the tank. You have this guy right here. This is the nut that you use to tighten it all down with. That's the only thing I had to modify. This is the original all thread right there. It's about 18 inches long. I had to buy another piece of all thread. I went to our local threaded store called Threaded Fasteners and got this, but you should be able to get this at any of your local hardware stores. And if those people don't have it, jump on Amazon. You can buy all thread on Amazon there. This piece is 24 inches long. I got a 3-foot piece and just cut it to the length that I needed there. So I'll put one of these tanks up here so you can see the size difference. Wow. Substantially more propane, and I think with having the 60 pounds, this is it's gonna last quite a while when we're out there dry camping, because what we'll be using the propane for when we're dry camping is running our refrigerator, you know, for the duration that we're out there, as well as our hot water. I don't foresee us using the furnace. That is one way to really burn through your propane, is running your furnace.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Well, it's okay to kick it on for a few minutes, get the chill out of there, and then turn it back off, but it will burn up a lot of propane.
What's the classic dad way of saying it? Just add more layers, put on some socks.
Yeah. Yeah, put on more clothes, get under a blanket. Our little electric one does good for that. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get these things mounted up there and get it clamped down. I'm just looking at the valves. I want the valves pointing straight back. All right. So what we'll do, we'll go ahead and put this guy down. This is the clamp bar. Go ahead and get it on here, because, all right, your gas valve, which is laying back here. So this bracket here is going to sit right on top of your clamp bar, just like so, right on the all thread, and then put your nut on there that you tighten up by hand, just like that. Pretty simple.
That's easy.
That's easy. Then you take your hoses here, screw it in. All right, we got that one on right there. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one on too.
I'm glad that you know how to do these things.
I'm glad I do too.
I don't think I've ever even touched a propane bottle.
You never have? This is my
first one.
That's because it's been my job. When we first met, Abby had a little barbecue grill out back that I've never even seen her use it. I never did see you use it.
Wow.
I was the one that used it.
That's rude.
Anyway, all right, so there we go. You see how easy that was? We're gonna go ahead and snug it down, just hand tight. Don't need a wrench or anything on this, just hand tight, just like that. There we go.
That's it?
We now have 60 pounds of propane up there.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, so I do know, I ran a test on our last camp when we went to Twin Lakes for Thanksgiving. I wanted to test the capacity of one of the tanks of propane. So for our camper, we went 5 days running the refrigerator and the hot water heater full time for 5 days, and one tank lasted that amount of time. So that kind of gets you an idea of how long one of these 20-pound tanks will last if you're using it every day.
And again, if you're running the heat, that's different.
Yeah, I would advise not use the heat unless you're up in the, that's a different scenario. If you're up in the cold climates, which we're not going to be. But so 5 days for a fridge and the hot water heater is not bad. So we know that we should be able to go, 6-7 days on one of these tanks easy. But that's why you have two of them, because once one's empty, you swap over to the second tank, then you go and you have this tank filled. So you always have a backup tank there.
And we're gonna have our solar.
We're gonna have the solar power. That's gonna be for our electricity.
Right.
I don't foresee us using the air conditioner much, but if we get in a situation where it's really hot and we want some AC, we'll fire up the old Honda generator there to do that. So one last thing to do for this modification, I bought a brand new slip cover for that. That's just to dress it up, make it look good. Another something that you can get on Amazon. So let me grab that and we'll cover it up. So this is the cover that I bought. I got it off of Amazon. Pretty inexpensive, it's like less than $20. What this does, it kind of dresses up everything, makes it look a little more presentable on the front of the RV here. Plus it protects everything from the sun getting on it.
Oh, put your thing on.
I'm going to.
Oh, okay.
I'll get to it.
I'm sorry.
Abby's jumping the gun on me here. See if I can get this on here.
Do you need help?
It's just getting it started.
All right.
There we go. I hope they sent me the right one. It said 30.
Is it tight?
Okay. It's just crooked. There we go.
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Yep, that's it. See how much nicer it makes it look?
Yes.
So it's got a zipper here so you can access the valves. So one of the things that I do, let's move that off out of the way.
Oh, I see your plan now.
So this is a piece of UHMW plastic that I cut. This is some stuff that I had, but you can use anything you want. Plywood works really good. What I do is I like it up here in the top. This is going to be a close fit. I might have to pull this up again.
And cut.
And cut. I just need a little slack. There we go. See, that sits on the top of the tanks like that. And what it does, makes the top look nice and flat and even.
Yeah.
And we'll zip this up here. And pull this back down.
This is how I feel to put my pants on every morning.
You see, nice flat top right there. It just keeps it looking nice and straight and even.
Yeah, and it does kind of go away, which is good,
Yeah. So that is it. There we go. Modification done.
That's great.
So,
well done, babe.
A nice upgrade that I've been excited about getting to. I was going to mention the tanks I bought from Blossman Propane. That's a local business here in town. So you can go to your local propane dealership and they can sell you whatever size propane tanks you want. So they should be able to sell them to you and fill them, which is what Blossman did for me. So you do have an initial investment of buying the new tanks if that's what you're going to do. But in the long run, it should give us a little bit more peace of mind, have a little bit more capacity whenever we're dry camping, or just in general using our propane tanks there.
Another project checked off the list.
Another project done. Very simple modification to do. And I just wanted to share this with you and document it, just like all the other little how-to things that we've been doing on our Kodiak.
I'm ready to leave.
It's almost time. We're getting close.
Not done yet, so.
Still working on it.
Abby's
Abby's working on the inside, but we're getting really close. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this little modification, and we'll see you again very soon.